Now, sitting next to the Secretary General of NATO, Trump took a question about his Canada tariffs and started musing yet again about the territorial conquest of a fellow NATO member.
Any chances that you will ban on the tariffs on aluminum and the ones that are planned for April 2nd?
No. You are not going to change your mind. Look, we've been ripped off for years, and we're not going to be ripped off anymore. To be honest with you, Canada only works as a state. It doesn't. We don't need anything they have. As a state, it would be one of the great states anyway. This would be the most incredible country visually. If you look at a map, they drew an artificial line right through it between Canada and the U.S. Just a straight artificial line. Somebody did it a long time ago, many, many decades ago, and makes no sense. It's so perfect as a great and cherished state. Keeping "O Canada," the national anthem. I love it. I think it's great. Keep it. But it'll be for the state, one of our greatest states.
To be clear here, right, what he's saying is the tariffs are on not for economic reasons. They're there as a condition of forcing the conquest, subjugation, and violent occupation and absorption of the 35 million people to our north. Oh, by the way, he also talked about annexing Greenland from Denmark. So the president spent his day, very palpably and publicly annoyed and really emotional and about the trade war he started, and then obsessed some more about making Canada and Greenland America. While CEOs, investors, just regular people are really freaking out about the economy. It's what we said it would be. I mean, he really is as volatile. There isn't anyone in the White House who seems like they could stop him, certainly not the Treasury Secretary, who today tried and failed to put a positive spin on this unfolding disaster.
I do wonder if you're starting to get concerned now that these losses are picking up.
Well, look, Sarah, what we're focused on is we're focused on the real economy. I know the market is prone to big unwinds like this. I think we've seen, a lot of position unwinding, and I can't really speak to that.
I guess, and this has been consistent with your view, but 62% of Americans own stocks. I mean, it's near 20-year high. So how can the White House not be concerned about hardworking Americans' 401k plans?
Look, Sarah, I didn't say we're not concerned. I'm not concerned about a little bit of volatility over 3 weeks, because if you look over the long term, the reason stocks are a safe and great investment is because you're looking over the long term. If you start looking at micro horizons, stocks become very risky.
Do you want to know how bad this is getting? I'll tell you how bad it's gotten. Tesla, you've heard of them? That's the electric car company. They're owned by the unelected co-president Elon Musk, often seen ranting while holding a chainsaw. They're worried about the impact of Trump's tariffs on their bottom line, warning Trump's trade representative in an unsigned letter that his trade war would make it more expensive to build cars in America. One person familiar with the process of sending said letter said, "It's a polite way to say that the bipolar tariff regime is screwing over Tesla." The person added, "It is unsigned because nobody at the company wants to be fired for sending it."